Bound by Darkness, Part 2. Having just vanquished the Heretic Preachers' broken Pact, Artemus Tau and his posse of heroes continue deeper into the mine. Will they find the heretic and put an end to his dark chaos before it's too late? Or will the frontier be forever bound by darkness? Hello and welcome back to Artemus Tau, episode 17, part 2. Let's rejoin Artemis, Hattori Hanzo, Doc Brown, and Father Hezekiah Hill as they continue to search for the heretic preacher. Holding back the darkness. Double fours. Double four in the mine triggers falling rubble. The rocky ceiling of the mine shaft is unstable and prone to collapse. Each hero in the mines immediately takes D6 hits. Artemis will take 6 hits, of course. Defending on 4+. He defends 4 of them. Can his armor block 2 wounds? His armor's 5+. He takes 2 more wounds. Oh, he will use the Viking shield to block those. Hattori takes 4 hits. His defense is 3+. He blocks all but 1. Will his armor block that 1? No, he takes 1 wound. The doc will take 2 hits. Defending on a 5+. He takes 1 wound. And finally, Father Hezekiah will take 5 hits. Father Hezekiah also defends on a 5+. He takes 3 wounds. Rolling for Artemis's movement. Again, we'll wait for Hattori to get over here. Hattori's movement. 6. Hattori will look through. He has found rail chutes. Doc's movement. 2. Father Hezekiah. He could move 6, but he's only going to move 1. He's also going to use some faith again, try and get everybody a little more healed up before progressing. First we'll do Revitalize. He needs a 6+. He can heal 3 wounds. He'll opt to heal himself 3. He is kind of squishy. Spending his last faith to do faith healing. Again, a combined roll of 6+. He can heal D3 wounds this time. Again, only 1. He will just fully heal himself. There is an advanced encounter for this room. Rock Slide. Rusty metal chutes protrude into this chamber, most likely used to funnel loose rocks from mining down into the waiting minecarts. Now the whole area seems unstable. As you pick your way through, rocks begin to roll down the chutes dislodged by your movement. Look out! Every hero makes an agility 5+ test. Artemis has 2 for agility. He is successful. Hattori has 4 for agility. He is successful. Doc has 2 for agility. He succeeds. Last but certainly not least, old Father Hezekiah Hill has 1 for agility. Oh, so close. He's going to use a grit. He succeeds. Then every hero must make a Strength 5+ test. Whoever passes will find something buried in the debris and pull it free. They can draw a loot card. Artemus has a Strength of 4. He does not succeed. Hattori has a Strength of 6. He is successful. Let's see what Hattori has found in the rubble. He found some cash, $50. Doc Brown has a 2 for Strength. He succeeds. Doc has found 1 Darkstone Shard. Father Hezekiah has a Strength of 3. Oh, he does not succeed. Let's reveal the exploration token. 2 doorways and 2 encounters. See which way will not be a doorway. No doorway to the right. Our first encounter, Darkness Falls. Filled with black candles and dark scripture, the room appears to be some sort of library enclave of wicked magic and occult worship. A harsh whisper begins to grow in your mind, speaking in tongues as the candle flames erupt into gouts of magical fire. Every hero must make a Lore 5+ test. Every hero that passes this test puts out one of the candles being 40 XP. For each hero that fails the test, draw a darkness card as the dark forces grow out of control. Oy. Artemus has 1 for lore. He's not successful. Darkness card, Artemus has caused Unholy Malediction. Every hero must immediately roll once on the madness table. Hattori Hanzo said no, no, no. He will use the Tome of Vontaro and cancel this darkness card. Hattori has 5 for lore. He is successful. Doc has a 4 for lore. He is successful. Father Hezekiah also has 5 for lore. He is successful as well. Our second encounter, Plague of Frogs. The sound of ribbits is deafening as they leap past you in a tidal wave of slimy, jumping madness, getting everywhere and into everything before the swarm passes you by. Every hero counts as carrying 1 extra side bag token and 1 extra anvil of weight until the end of the adventure, as the frogs get into your bags, pockets, and clothing. If this puts you over your limit of either, you must discard down to your carrying limits as normal. You may not discard the frogs. We'll move one of Father Hezekiah's holy waters into the expedition chest. He'll have a frog in his side bag, a frog in his expedition chest, and a frog in his pocket. Artemus has room in both his side bag and his cloak carrying limits. Hattori will have to get rid of an item. We will choose to get rid of his harmonica. And Doc Brown, fortunately, has room everywhere for frogs. He may even take some back to dissect and see what he can learn. Holding back the darkness. 9 is good. Rolling for Artemis's movement. Only 1. At least he can gain a grit. Hattori will move. He can move 6. He'll go all the way across the room and just wait 1 short of the doorway. Doc will move. 1, gaining a grit for himself. Father Hezekiah, also 1, gaining a grit. Holding back the darkness. 4 will fail, getting us a darkness card. The darkness card we've pulled, Demonic Assault. All demon enemies are +1 initiative. They also gain +1 combat for every 2 points higher their initiative is than the target, or for each point higher against a holy hero remains in play. Artemus will go 5. He will go ahead and look through. He's found a corner passage. Will it go to the right or to the left? To the left. Hattori will move ahead. Hey, he gains a grit. Doc will go 4. Father Hezekiah 5. Holding back the darkness. 8 is good. Artemus moves 5. Let's wait to see if Hattori can get up here next to us. Hattori moves 6. Fantastic. Hattori will look through. He has found a Darkstone boulder. There is an advanced encounter for this room. Fatal Greed. A massive chunk of Darkstone rests here, half buried in the floor. All around the room, mutated corpses of miners and bandits lay rotting, killed by the corrupting radiation and their own greed. As you look at the stone, you can't help thinking, these fools were all just too weak, but I bet I could dig that out. I would be rich. No, what am I saying? But maybe I could just chip off a shard or two. Every hero must make a Spirit 5+ test. If successful, gain 20 XP as he resists the urge and steer clear of the cursed boulder. If failed, you are lured in by the greed of the riches. Roll 6 dice. For every 5 or 6 you gain a Darkstone. For every 1, 2, 3, or 4, take 1 corruption point, ignoring willpower. Artemus has 3 for Spirit. He is successful. Hattori has 4 for Spirit. He is successful. The Doc has 3 for Spirit. He is successful. Lastly, Father Hezekiah Hill has 5 for Spirit. And his resolve is just as strong as the other members of our posse. Most likely due to Artemus getting rid of that Argus tree in his last adventure, killing off the greed sickness that swept the area. Revealing our exploration token. 1 doorway and an attack. See which way the doorway will be. Straight ahead. Looks like we will be attacked by 3 werewolf feralkin. Brutal werewolf feralkin are werewolf beast enemies, large in size. They will have initiative 13 from the Bound by Darkness enemy trait. They have Fear 3. A hero starting their activation adjacent automatically takes 3 horror hits. They have a ferocious attack. Their base combat is equal to the target's hero level, +1 for the dark power of Bound by Darkness. They have slashing claws. This enemy's combat hits ignore armor. They also carry the werewolf's curse. Any hero that is KO'd by a werewolf must roll a d6. On the roll of 1 or 2, that hero gains the curse of the werewolf. They have a movement of 8. Can escape on a 4+. Artemus may escape on a 5+. Their melee to hit is 3+. Their combat hits do 8 damage. They have no defense, but 24 health. Whew. It's gonna be a tough fight. Holding back the darkness. 9 is good. The werewolves will go. Only 2 of them will be able to get in here as Artemus and Hattori are making a wall of defense. The last guy is just eagerly waiting to get in here at us. The werewolf on Artemus will roll 5 combat, hitting on 3+. He only scores 2 hits. Artemus defends on a 4+. Ooh, he defends them both. The werewolf on Hattori will roll 6 combat. He scores 3 hits. Hattori defends on a 3+. He defends all 3. Does Artemus gain a grit? No. Taking his 3 shots with his coach gun. He hits on 3+. 1 crit, 1 hit. Unfortunately, the werewolves have 0 defense, so we gain no extra damage on that critical. These will both be even rolls. 10 wounds. Can he defend against the 10 tainted blood hits? 4+. He defends all but 2. Will his armor prevent 6 wounds? He blocks 1. He will use his Viking shield to block 3 more, taking 2 wounds. Can Hattori gain a crit? He does not. Rolling Hattori's 4 combat. He scores 4 hits. Let's put all 4 into the werewolf directly in front of him. Unbelievable. 24 hits. He has been killed. That also means we must try to defend 24 tainted blood hits. We will roll them in batches of 8. The first 8 we defend on a 3+. We defend all but 2. We'll keep track of these with the golden die so that we can use a grit to reroll the misses. The next 8, again defending on 3+. We defend all but 3 on that one. And the last 8 tainted blood hits. Defend all but 2 more. Hattori will use a grit to re-roll these 7 missed tainted blood defenses. He defends on a 3+. He defends all but 2. Can his armor block 6 wounds? His armor's 5+. He takes 3 wounds. The doc will move. 3. He will use his newly found trusty pistol. It has a range of 6, and his shots are equal to his agility, which is 2. Doc hits on a 5+. Good luck, Doc. 1 crit! Amazing! He does 3 wounds. Doc needs to defend against the tainted blood hits. He scored 3 wounds, so he takes 3 hits, defending on 5+. He defends 2 and takes 3 wounds. Father Hezekiah will go. He He can move 4. Taking 1 shot with his Redemptionist shotgun, hitting on 5+. Scores a hit. He does 2d6 worth of damage. 9 wounds. Father Hezekiah has to defend against the 9 tainted blood hits. His defense is 5+. Good luck, Father. He defends 3. We're going to use a grit to re-roll these 6 misses. He blocks 1 more, taking 15 wounds. Father Hezekiah will spend 2 faith to do Revitalize. He needs a 6+. He can heal 1 wound. He'll spend his last faith this round to do faith healing. He can heal D3 wounds. 2 more wounds. We forgot Artemus and Hattori's fear, so let's do those real quick. Artemus will take 3 horror hits, defending on 3+. He defended all 3. Actually, it would have been 6 horror hits. There were 2 adjacent to him. That 3rd one is around the corner. So 3 more horror hits for Artemis, defending on 3+. He defends all 6. Hattori's 6 horror hits. He defends on a 4+. Oof. He takes 5 points of sanity damage. Oh wait, no, he has spirit armor. Hattori has spirit armor 5+. He defends 3 and takes 2 points of sanity damage. Holding back the darkness. 9 is good. Wolf will go over here, attacking Hattori. The one on Artemis rolls his 5 combat. 4 hits. Artemis defends on a 4+. He defends all 4. The wolf on Hattori rolls 6 combat. Scores 5 hits. Hattori defends on a 3+. He defends 4. We're going to spend a grit to re-roll this missed one. He needs a 3+. He defends. Artemis will take his 6 horror hits. He blocks all but 1. He has spirit armor 5+. He takes no sanity damage. Taking his 3 shots with his coach gun. All 3 score a hit. I'm going to put the first hit right into the one in front of us. He only needs 3 wounds to be killed. He is dead. Can Artemis defend the 3 tainted blood hits, defending on 4+? We defend 1. Does his armor prevent 6 wounds? It prevents 2. He will block 3 more with his Viking shield, and he'll take 1 wound. These other 2 shots will go into this other werewolf. 7 wounds. Taking 7 tainted blood hits, again defending on 4+. We defend 5 and take 2 hits. Will our armor block 6 wounds? We take 4 more wounds. Hattori will defend against 3 horror hits. He defends all 3. Can Hattori gain back a grit? He does. Rolling Hattori's 4 combat. He scores 3 hits. He does 18 wounds. That werewolf has been killed. Hattori Hanzo has not skipped a beat while recovering from dispatching all those vampires so many months ago. You will have to defend against 18 tainted blood hits. We'll do it in batches of 6. He defends 4 of those. Again, we'll mark with the gold die how many we need to re-roll, because we will use a grit to re-roll these. And he defends on 3+. He blocks all of those. And lastly, he only missed 1 of those. Spending our grit to re-roll 3 misses. He defends all 3. Catching our breath. Artemis will heal. Only 1 wound. Hattori will heal. 3 wounds. Doc gets a full heal. 5 wounds. Father Hezekiah will heal. 4 wounds. Father Hezekiah spends 2 faith to cast Revitalize. He succeeds. He may heal 4 wounds. He will spend his last faith to do faith healing. He needs a 6+ to heal D3 wounds. He succeeds. How many more wounds can he heal? 3 wounds. Doc will go. He gains a grit. Father Hezekiah can't really go anywhere, but will he gain a grit? No, he does not. Holding back the darkness. 8 is good. Artemis will go. Moving 5. We're gonna wait for Hattori. Hattori moves. 6. Hattori will look through. And he has found a mining room. Doc will go. 5. Father Hezekiah will move. 5 as well. There is no advanced encounter for this room. Let's reveal our exploration token. 3 doorways, an encounter, and our second clue icon. We do have to draw a darkness card for finding this clue. We've pulled the Dark Omen. The darkness grows ever closer. The darkness immediately moves 1 step forward on the depth track. Each hero gains 20 XP and may recover 1 grit. The encounter we have drawn. Plague of Boils. Looking down at your hand, you notice a large, pus-filled boil. It wasn't there before. Feeling the back of your neck, there's another. Right before your eyes, another begins to appear on your palm. Every hero makes a Spirit 5+ test. If passed, you gain 25 XP as you resist the worst of the plague. If failed, you are overcome with painful boils. Until the end of the adventure, you are minus D6 to your health and minus 1 to your strength. Artemis has Spirit of 3. He is successful. Hattori has a Spirit of 4. He is successful. Doc has a Spirit of 3. He is well versed in all kinds of plagues and diseases. He is successful. Father Hezekiah has a spirit of 5. He is all too familiar with the concept of plagues. He is successful as well. They all resist the worst of the plague. Pulling back the darkness. 3 will fail, getting us another darkness card. The darkness card we've pulled. Piercing the Veil. Heroes may not make any armor rolls. Each time a hero is KO'd, all heroes are -2 sanity until the end of the adventure. Remains in play. Wow. The darkness is very strong with this heretic preacher. Artemus will go. 6. He's going to wait for Hattori before he looks through. Hattori moves. 6 as well. He will look through. He has found a rickety bridge. Doc will go. 5. Father Hezekiah will move. 5 as well. It's a well-oiled team, everyone moving in unison. Before the end of the turn, Father Hezekiah will spend 2 faith to do Revitalize. He needs a combined roll of 6+. 9. He'll be able to heal 4 wounds. He'll heal his 2 wounds. 1 wound from Hattori, and then 1 wound from Artemus. Let's reveal the exploration token. A gateway, an encounter, and our final clue icon. Before we move on to the final objective, there is an advanced encounter for this room. A dark rift. A massive chasm is torn through this chamber. As you approach it, the dark mist swirling about its gaping maw takes form. Floating apparitions shriek as they dart past you, threatening to tear away your most precious possessions, or even knock you into the darkness below. All heroes immediately gain their spirit times 10 XP. Then every hero must roll a d6 for each individual anvil on every item they carry, as the dark shadow beasts attempt to steal it away. If a 1 is rolled, the hero must either discard that item, or roll once on the injury table as they struggle to hold on to it for dear life. Wow. We'll be here a while. Starting with Artemus, he has his tomb chest. He keeps it. His worn trench coat. He keeps that. His coach gun. He keeps it. The gentleman's vest. Keeps that as well. His Viking shield. Just barely. How about his Stafford hat? He keeps it. And lastly, his mole's foot amulet. He keeps that as well. Can Hattori Hanzo keep his Ronin's helmet? Yes, he does. Does he keep his samurai armor? He does. His Wanderer's katana. He keeps that as well. Can he keep his heartbone necklace? Yes. How about his arm wraps? He does. The dead man's poncho. He keeps that as well. His jade coin. He holds on to that coin. His vampire fang. He keeps that as well. The tome of Vontaro. He holds on to. Can he keep this garland of garlic? He does. And last but not least, how about his desert boots? Do the spirits pry them from his feet? They do! Oh my goodness, is it worth the struggle? No, they can have his boots. He'll fight barefoot, it makes no difference to Hattori Hanzo. The doc does not have much. Can he keep his doc's bag? He does. How about his knuckle dusters? He keeps those. His newly found trusty pistol. He keeps. And how about his defender's hat that we just found in the mines recently? He keeps that as well. Alright, Father Hezekiah. Does he keep his redemptionist shotgun? He does. Can he keep his Hellfire ring? He does. How about his Gravedigger boots? He keeps those as well. Does he keep his canteen? He does. How about his expedition chest? No, he loses the expedition chest, thus losing one of the bottles of holy water he brought with him. I think these spirits knew what they were doing, targeting any weapons against the unholy and demon enemies of this world. Will they also target the Daemon Macht book? No, he keeps that. All in all, it wasn't too bad. The spirits didn't get away with very much. Once the heroes have found the third clue, they have tracked down the heretic preacher and his blasphemous shrine. Draw a darkness card from the darkness all-around special rule as normal. Ignore any attacks or encounters listed on this final exploration token. Also ignore any doors or gates, as this is the objective room and has no exits. Reveal all growing dread cards in the stack as normal, then the heroes must fight the heretic preacher epic threat. The darkness card we have pulled, Demonic Force. All demon enemies are now +1 combat, remains in play. We'll be facing the Heretic Preacher and 1 threat card. The threat card we pulled, Legions of the Damned. It is D3 Spectral Horde and 2 Paradise of Hungry Dead. How many Spectral Hordes will we have? Only 1. And how many Hungry Dead? 6 Hungry Dead.